Hey Waffle Gang, I do hope you're well. My name is Mark and today we're checking out some more relationship stories, and if you do love a Reddit story, why not consider hitting that like, subscribe, maybe that notification bell too. Well, let's crack on with today's first story. Much love guys. Now, today's first story comes from a throwaway account and says, my 20 male ex-crush, 20 female, is trying to end my relationship with my girlfriend, 20 female, after all these years. Why is she doing this? I've had a crush on this girl since elementary school. We were close friends and I confessed my feelings to her when we were 13. We got together, but things changed in high school. She was always popular, but she became even more so in high school. She started to act cold and distant with me. She made me feel like I was not that special to her anymore. She probably thought that dating me would ruin her status or something. That's what I felt when I tried to talk to her in private. She would always be aware of her surroundings. And I was not popular. She dated and broke up with 3 popular guys during high school, and I was still not over her. The third guy in high school left the country because his parents got a job offer abroad. Fast forward to college. In the first year of college, she dated a new guy, broke up with her third one, and I was still single. But my feelings for her started to fade. Since we went to different colleges and not seeing each other every day helps me to cope with my feelings. I wish it had happened sooner, because it really affected me in high school. I was often lost in thought and distracted. I'm not complaining though. I had good friends who hung out with me and were really bros to me. But then, in the second year of college, I realized I had feelings for this girl who was in my first year class. I never thought of her that way before, but we got to know each other better and better. We started texting, talking, and hanging out. We became official and I was happy. My ex-crush started to be friendly with me again. She tried to get close to me and I ignored her. She didn't like that. So she told my girlfriend that I had a crush on her since high school. She also lied and said that I was just dating my girlfriend to get back at her or something. My girlfriend was upset and hurt. She didn't believe me when I told her it was a long time ago and that I only love her now. The more I tried to explain, the more she pushed me away. I hate what my ex-crush did to me. She sabotaged it. For what on earth was that for? Did she rekindle her love for me after all these years? I don't understand. I never sabotaged her relationship with those guys she dated. I respected her wishes and set the boundaries. How can I fix this? How can I not let my girlfriend break up with me over this? Now, first of all, as I was reading this, I thought, is she using you as some kind of like backup plan? Like if all else fails, she can fall back to you, you know? But at the same time, and I don't mean this in a harsh way, I just don't think she would have dated you in the end. I kind of felt like she liked that you liked her, and now that you was moving on and you was finally falling for someone else, she didn't like that and had to get control over it in a different way. And like you say, you felt good moving away from her, not having her in your life. So my thoughts on this immediately is just cut her out. That's what you need to do. She's willing to ruin your future relationships over this. Lyriel says, send ex-crush a message explaining in no uncertain terms that you are not now and never will be again interested in her. And her behavior towards the woman that you love has cemented that you don't even want to be friends with her. Tell her that you and your new girlfriend, with whom you are deliriously happy, will be blocking her and will be ignoring any further attempts at communication. Then show your new girlfriend the message. Urban Accountant says, she never loved you. You were always her fallback plan if nothing else worked out. She's pissed you are no longer her fallback guy, so she seeks to ruin you into feeling worthless. Then she'll use your shit against you, so you'll either be hers until she finds something better. Forsaken Mongoose says, your ex-crush always thought you'd be a backup plan, if and when things never worked out with the guy she actually wanted. Now she wants to sabotage you so you can be that for her again. Send her a message with your girlfriend with you and tell her in very clear terms that you have zero interest in her and never will again. Explain that our actions towards your girlfriend have been disrespectful and hurtful, and going forward no longer wish to be friends, and block her on everything. Harrison Ford's Blade says, I disagree with all the folks who are saying you were her backup plan. That would mean that there was a scenario where she would have dated you, but that isn't your role in her life. Your role is to boost her ego. She would never have dated you, but you've abandoned your role. How dare you stop boosting her ego? She's pissed and going to make you pay for that. And there was many other comments saying, you know, OP was just the fallback guy in this situation. OP comes in with an update and says, I decided to follow the majority of you and block my ex-crush from my life. I also circled the wagons with our mutual friends and told them what she did. Most of them were supportive and understanding. Some of them were surprised and disappointed in her. A few of them tried to defend her and said that she was just confused or jealous. I don't care about her reasons. She crossed a line and she hurt me and my girlfriend. I sent her a final message before blocking her on all social media. I told her that there is no such thing as me and her. I respect our time together as acquaintances when we attended the same K-12. Nothing more and nothing less. I told her that I love my girlfriend and she should leave us alone. I also told her that she needs to work on herself and stop being so manipulative and selfish. After I sent her the final message, I took a screenshot of it and sent it to my girlfriend. I wanted to show her that I was serious about cutting off my ex-crush and that I had nothing to hide from her. I also sent a message to my girlfriend and apologized for everything. I told her that I love her more than anything and that she is the only one for me. I told her that I blocked my ex-crush and cut off all contact with her. I told her that I understand if she needs time and space to process everything, but I hope that we can work things out. She replied to me and said that she was glad that I blocked my ex-crush. She said that she was hurt by what she did, but also trusts me and believes me. She said that she loves me too, and that she wants to stay with me. She said that she needs some time to heal, but she is willing to talk to me and see me again. I'm so relieved and happy that she didn't break up with me. I love her so much, and I don't want to lose her over something stupid like this. I'm going to do everything I can to make her happy and secure in our relationship. Thank you again for your support and advice. You guys are awesome. And for me, that was the correct choice from OP to block her, because what's the alternative to this situation? It just sounds like she will continue to use OP, for the ego boost, if you like, what some of the comments were saying. However, there's a part of me that's still a bit worried, someone's willing to go this far to shit stir like they have in this particular situation. I kind of feel like if they're that manipulative and whatever, that they're not just going to let it lie there. They may very well do so, but that's always the worry that's in my mind. How about you guys? What do you guys make of this situation? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Let's move on to another story. And our next story is titled, Found Out My Male 29 Girlfriend Female 31 of 6 years has been dating someone for months. My girlfriend told me she was going to the beach for the weekend with her sister. My girlfriend hasn't uploaded any pictures to her socials, neither did her sister. Usually they upload pretty frequently, but this wasn't an issue until today during work. I get a message from some girl I don't know. She sends me screenshots of a conversation with her and a guy. It's a discussion between two exes fighting about who the girl is the guy is with last weekend. I notice the girl name drops my girlfriend and asks if he's with her. He replies yes and tells her to keep it quiet because she's, my girlfriend, is in a relationship. I freak out, but nothing that can't be explained. I ask this anonymous messenger if he uploaded any pictures to his socials. She shows me a picture the guy took and uploaded. It was a picture of his food with shoes in the background. The shoes were from a very distinctive brand. I recognized these as my girlfriend's. I was working a night shift. Told my boss I was freaking out and had to go. He let me go. I drive to the house of the sister of my girlfriend. They were supposed to be at the beach together, so I was going to check there first. It's 5:30 a.m. My sister-in-law opens up and I see she's shocked. I asked her if my girlfriend is here. She sighs and says no. I ask her, where is she? She says with some guy she had a crush on for some time. Some discussion starts about how I should not throw away 6 years of relationship because of one mistake. I ask how long they've been dating. She by accident drops 2 months. I leave the house and go to my own house. My girlfriend calls me telling me she wants to talk. She says she only met the guy 10 times and it was to find out how she feels about it. I enraged and repeat the only 10 times. She comes home and we have a discussion. She tells me they met a few times, had drinks, met his friends, stayed at his place and booked a hotel last weekend for 2 nights and shared the bed. Tells me she doesn't want me to leave. She wouldn't leave me if the roles were changed. I told her the trust is broken and I don't see this working. I freaking love her, but I'm sick to my stomach and don't see how this will ever recover. We share cars, a house and some cats. Do I give her a second chance or move on? I know I have to leave her, but I've never been this sad about anything in my life before. What do I do? Now, you answered the question yourself at the very end there, saying you know you have to leave her. And to me, that is the right choice. She only met the guy 10 times, she says. And she tried to make it sound like they only shared a bed when they booked that hotel. Hell no, that something's happened before then. And she also says to you that she wouldn't leave you if the roles were changed. Bullshit. And the family that she's from sounds like, well, the sister in this particular case, I don't know about the rest of them, have been hiding this from you at the same time as well. The fact that you knocked on her door and she sighed, she knew what was up, she knows what's been going on for a while now. You've got multiple people lying behind your back like this. And like you said, can you ever see the trust being rebuilt from this? Alpha says, in quotes, she says she only met the guy 10 times and it was to find out how she feels about it. Then goes on to say, and if she decided he was a better option / she felt stronger about it, she would have dropped you. Quotes again, she wouldn't leave me if the roles were changed. And says, this is a lie. The girl wanted to have her cake and eat it. She wanted to explore the possibility of trading up whilst having you in the back pocket in case things went sideways. This is likely the long and short of it. If you are willing to take her back knowing that she was cheating on you whilst keeping you as a safe option, then so be it. No one here knows the ins and outs of your relationship or what your personal preferences is, but the fact that, I'm assuming you've given us what information you have, she offers no real explanation for what is a deep betrayal beyond, I was just exploring my options and you should forgive me, shows a distinct lack of remorse. And if you should take her back, the likelihood of something like this happening again, or better yet, her straight up ditching you for a new guy, is extremely high. OP responds saying her sister and mother are also messaging me how we should work on this and not throw away 6 years, which honestly always felt like the best relationship ever. But I really feel like you hit it on the nail there. I was kept as a safe option while she was checking out if she could get a better man. I was just exploring and finding out what I feel. Really don't match up with meeting his friends, drinking at his place, playing girlfriend and boyfriend for the weekend at the beach. This feels like actually investing in a relationship. I feel like I've been made fun with. If I didn't get these messages, I wouldn't have known she was sleeping with this guy while I'm at my night shift. I would have woken up around 1 PM with her greeting me with a coffee as if nothing happened. Don't you hate it in this situation when you hear like family members in this case, they turn around and say, why are you throwing away this 6 years of relationship? You, they put the emphasis on you, when she's the one that's thrown this away. She's the one who decided she's going to go and test a relationship with another guy. And like that last comment said, if that did work out, would she be dropping you? Very much likely. That's incredibly shitty. Mikaz says they only shared a bed after booking a hotel. Yeah, sure. Nice step family though. Sister knows she's cheating and keeps it from you. Nice morals. And you imagine a future with her. You said this was a really good relationship, but she's cheating on you for months with an arsehole who knows she's a BF. As you said, you know what to do. Good luck. Gosk101 says, no, this is an affair and you should break up with her and never look back. However, given how much you share, you should wait a bit. Figure out how to get out of you two living together first. Perhaps consult a lawyer. Only once you have this figured out and you're ready, you should break up. For now, tell her you do not know if you can forgive her. But first, she needs to tell the affair guy that she was cheating on her boyfriend with him. And go no contact with him from that point onwards. Proceed as if you want to work on things, while getting ready to leave her. So OP updates the post 2 days after their original post and says day 0. After that post, I went to a vacation house in the countryside, which is my happy place. When I messaged my friends where I was and what had happened, they without question directly came over and had to drive from 1 to 2 hours to get there. First few hours I was alone, but I hadn't slept or had any food, so no productive thinking happened there. After an hour, the first friend arrived. This helped me a lot and I could order my thoughts better. After 2 hours, my 2 other friends arrived. We sat, the 4 of us, watching the corn grow. We sat in silence, they listened, and they only talked when I asked for their opinions. We laughed, we cried. We sat from 10 AM until 9 PM. Meanwhile, my to-be ex-girlfriend kept messaging me on 30-minute intervals. I ignored all the love you, regret this, regret that, let me prove messages, and only replied when she asked if I was okay, if I was with friends, and general health questions. After that, one friend wanted to drive me back all the way home because I looked like complete shit and hadn't slept for 30 hours. That day cemented the best friendships in my life. Day 1. I slept from 11 PM until 10 AM. I drank some protein shake and started cleaning my house. The messages by my ex kept going. I went to the gym to work out, drove my car through the car wash and came back home around 5 PM. Decided I didn't want to cook, so got some alcohol-free beers and a pizza. I then decided I wanted to feel the grief after a full day with friends. So I sat on the couch and allowed myself to let my mind do its thing. Meanwhile, my ex, her messages kept coming in. I started to reply to some. I forgot to mention that she had a trip to Ibiza planned with, you guessed it, her sister. So she's in Ibiza for the coming weeks, which works out great at the moment. Because we could both be alone or away from each other. So I messaged her. Don't worry, I'm with friends. I'll be using this time to process everything, and I suggest you do the same and enjoy Ibiza. All sincere. She messaged she wanted to be here for me, and she can't stop crying, and that she disabled her social medias and wanted to make sure with me that I knew it wasn't because she blocked me or anything. I earlier that day took off all the pictures I had of my socials as well. Anyway, did the dumbest thing. Started scrolling through all the vacation pictures we made and reminiscing the memories that belongs to those pictures. That brought me to a very sad place. To top it off, I added some sad music and obviously everything got extra sad. I started messaging my ex and told her to just come clean. She told me I wouldn't want to hear it. I told her I wanted it. Apparently, they met 3 months ago at a party, 5 days after my birthday. Nothing happened except flirting and they exchanged social medias. Shortly after, they started dating and had sex on multiple occasions. She says her love for me never changed and I'm her world, but she fell in love with him as well, and she hoped that the love for him would slowly die off eventually. She wanted to tell me, but because she hoped it would slowly disappear, she wouldn't have to tell me anymore and everything could, with a secret, go back to normal. I told her that people don't fall in love overnight and that she deliberately, don't mind my English by the way, not a native speaker, looked for it and invested in it. She even had people lie for her to be able to create and establish this relationship. She agreed, she full on cheated on me, but she honestly doesn't want to lose me. Before I knew it, it turned dark outside and I was sitting in the house without lights on. I updated those 3 friends. We share a group chat and one instantly calls me. Had a good chat. He brought up how when we were at the vacation house I never once bashed or trash talk her and only kept to the facts. Took some sleeping pills and dozed off around 12 PM. Woke up just now around 12:30 AM. Oh, and her sister hadn't messaged me since, but her mum kept messaging me. But honestly, the most BS stuff, I'll paraphrase a few, were too separate to have been in the wrong, and you were looking at it way too black and white. Yeah, I could only sigh and slightly giggle at this and didn't even reply. Day 2. I'm writing this update because I saw people asking for it, and the previous post is locked. Also, it helped me to journal everything this way. It's surreal. I feel so empty and have so much pain. I miss her, and when she messages me kind things and regret, I warm up. My heart wants nothing else than exactly that, but my head is telling me that this ain't possible. This is over. I just honestly don't want it, if that makes sense at all. I want to thank all the replies I had in the original post. Some commenters really hit the nail with their comments, and some contributed a lot with sending love and cheer up replies. I wasn't sure what I could expect when posting that. The internet meant a lot to me on my darkest day. I will always remember that. Love you guys. Thanks for reading. Hope you had the top comment on this one as well, and they said, so I just got a speeding ticket from 2 weeks ago when I was flying to Japan. The ticket was made near the location where that guy lives. It just keeps on getting better, huh? I cancelled our 3-week trip to Bali. We had planned in September and told her. She's slowly starting to get the message. I want to thank you all. I've blocked her on my phone and will be putting stuff that reminds me of her in boxes in a different room. And one more comment from OP who says, man, I've read all the comments and thanks for all the wisdom and love. Just left a goodbye message in the family group chat. Father, uncles, aunts, nephews, etc, and instantly left. Blocked the ex, the sister, her mother, and her best friend on everything. I did peek her sister's Insta and saw them together in Ibiza for those wondering. Went to work today and told my colleagues the TLDR. So they know what I had on my mind. Work was a nice distraction. Going to work tomorrow and going to a small dinner party with 2 of those friends mentioned earlier. At that party there will be some more mutual friends, so the topic will obviously be brought up, but I got 2 of my friends with me. Haven't had a sip of alcohol since, but cracking open a nice bottle of rum and the boys are getting cigars Saturday. So yes, anger and tears will be fucking shed, but it's for a good cause. I will be calculating how much I need to pay up to be able to pay her out. House is mine, cars are joint, cats are joint, almost all furniture is joint. That will cost me a lot of money. To the person telling me I should keep the cats, you're absolutely right, but it will just remind me of her. Thank you for all of your comments. This has helped me so much. Also, fuck those 2 guys telling me I faked this. You're a piece of shit. And if anyone wants an update in a few weeks, where do I post that? And I'm glad OP cleared up about the whole Ibiza thing. When OP first mentioned that she's going to Ibiza. I was like, hold up. Going to Ibiza with her sister. I was like, hold on a second. We've heard that story before. And regardless, she's just been found out by her partner that she's cheating. She's sending you messages, you know, how much she regrets it, how sorry she is, blah, blah, blah. You know, 6-year relationship. Does she cancel her trip from Ibiza to try and make amends in whatever way she can? Does she fuck? She goes on holiday, and she's going on holiday with someone with likely the very same morals as her. And like I say, I know it's always easy for me to sit here behind a microphone and make comments about, you know, that you should feel better being out of that relationship or whatever. And I know it's not that easy when you've invested 6 years of your life into this relationship. But I really do hope and wish you the best going forward, because you deserve so much better than that. I've got no doubt you've got a hard time going forward with, you know, dealing with the ins and outs of this relationship and splitting things up, whatever. But you deserve much more than an untrustworthy partner. Personally, I would love to see an update on how you're moving forward, hopefully in a positive way for yourself. But what do you guys make of this situation? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And just a huge thank you from the bottom of my heart for getting involved in today's stories. Your love, your support, your time always means the absolute world to me. And hopefully, I will see you in the next one. Take care and much love.
Wake up, get up, stretch my legs, eat some breakfast, milk and eggs, brush my teeth up, wash my face, throw my clothes on, start my day. Wake up, I can smell the smoke from the bacon. Let's go, see the sun shining from the windows. Okay.